Standing here today with senior Panther Brylan Miller. Brylan, talk to me a little bit about the 2026 baseball program going on here at Pana High.
I'm pretty excited about this team. It's a really good group of guys we got. Back in the 8th grade, we actually we made it to the sectionals against Toronto Unity, and just to have that group of guys again, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, of course. Let me ask you this: you are a senior on this team. What is something that you're trying to do as a leadership to help this underclassmen with your team?
Well, I'm just trying to make them better for the future of the program. This year, obviously, we want to set the bar high because we want to, see what they're capable of, and hope for the future of Pana baseball.
Yeah, of course. Let me ask you this: what is one of the big keys to success as you, a player, to help you support your team?
Always just kind of stay positive. Whenever people start bringing themselves down, baseball, it's a game of failure. So it's easy to kind of, put yourself down. So you just got to lift guys up whenever they're down,
Yeah, of course. Got to keep that strong mentality, keep the team chemistry going on. Let me ask you this. The coaching staff here at Pana High, what do you have to say about the coaching staff helping you boys get stronger as a team?
The coaching staff, they're great. We got Mike and then Coach Miller again this year. So, they just always trying to make us better, every day. We got a new motto, and it's get better than you can, yet the day before,
Got to be better than the day before.
All right. Always try to get better the day prior, and see where the season takes us.
All right, I understand. All right, final question for you. Is there a certain team that you're excited to play against in the 2026 season?
Definitely Greenville.
Greenville?
Greenville.
All right,
yep.
Greenville it is. All right, well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Good luck on your 2026 season.
Thank you.
Standing here today with senior Panther Maddox Angel. Maddox, talk to me a little bit about the 2026 baseball program here at the Pana High.
I think we're going to be good. That's the expectation. I expect nothing less. We're a young team, kind of like a 50-50 split between seniors and sophomores. Our 8th grade year, we went to sectionals. So, I think we can be very good with this group of kids.
Yeah, of course. Well, you are a senior on this team. Talk to me a little bit about the leadership skills that you have to put on for the underclassmen for this team.
Yeah, just showing them responsibility. They're doing jobs out at the field, making sure everything's clean. Also making sure they're doing the right thing. We've been here 4 years, so we kind of know how to do things, and what not to do and what to do. So I think it's important that we show younger guys just kind of the right path to take.
Yeah, of course. Talk to me a little bit about the keys to success that helps you as a player, that helps support your team.
Doing the little things right. The little things are the unfun things, but you got to make them fun. I just think, really locking in, taking ground balls, staying after practice, taking ground balls, extra hits off the tee. Tee work's very important. And, if you slack off on tee work, then it's not going to be as good. So
I understand that. Talk to me a little bit about the coaching staff that you have going on here for the baseball program.
Very knowledgeable guys. They know what they're talking about. They have, their own responsibilities, and they work together very nicely. And I think that's a huge part, huge key to success is just having a good coaching staff that's close together and knows what they're talking about.
Yeah, of course. You always got to have your coaches to be there and support you. So let me ask you this. It's just a final question for you. Is there a certain team that you're excited for or ready to play against in the 2026 season?
All of them. I've been looking forward to the baseball season. It's my favorite sport. So I'm just glad to be out there and play whoever we're going to play. And I'll be glad, to play anybody.
Hey, it doesn't matter the opponent, just matters about the game. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Good luck on your 2026 season.
Thank you.
Standing here today with senior Pana Panther Parker Moore. Parker, talk to me a little bit about your guys' 2026 season coming up for the baseball program.
Well, I'd say this is a season that everybody's been waiting for. 8th grade, this senior group, we won regionals, and everybody's kind of just been waiting for us to grow up, become seniors. And on top of all that, I just want to have fun. I'm going to be graduating soon, don't know where I'm going to go, so just get out there and have fun and win some baseball games.
Yeah, just point is to have fun. It's always nice to win, but having fun is the main key thing. Speaking of key things, what is one of the big keys to success that helps you as a player with you and your team?
just staying calm. Baseball is the sport where if you succeed 30% of the time, you're a Hall of Famer, you're a great athlete. So just staying calm and understanding that you're going to fail in the sport, you can't do anything to stop it. So just keeping a level head and just be a goldfish, 7-second memory, move on to the next play.
Exactly. You got to be a goldfish with that kind of stuff. Let me ask you this. You're a senior on this team this year. What are you trying to do to be as a leadership to help with these underclassmen on your team?
As leadership, I'm just trying to step up, be a big brother for them, someone that they can look up to, a role model, and just, going from experience, it's just when someone else is working hard, it pushes you to work harder. So just working hard and giving them something to look up to.
Yeah, of course. Speaking of people trying to push you to work hard and get better, talk to me a little bit about the coaching program that you have going on here at the baseball.
I think just positivity, I haven't heard a single negative thing from any of the coaches. They're always trying to build you up, not tear you down, and just always pushing you to get better, and just practices, it's always focused. I think this year that's a big main focus, is just staying focused at practice and getting the objectives done and getting in, getting out quick, but quality.
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about the community here at Pana with your guys' baseball program.
There's good support for the baseball. It's grown definitely in the past years. It didn't start out as big when I was a freshman, but people have got more and more, aware of the program, and especially with the turf we're trying to get on the field, people have become more and more aware of it. So it's definitely growing. I like to see that it's grow, and then hopefully once I graduate, it'll just keep getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, of course. All right, my final question to you is this. Is there a certain team that you're looking forward to play against in your guys' 2026 season?
Vidalia, for sure. They're always our rivals. They beat us this year in football, so if we can get over them in baseball, that'd be a good deal.
Hey, all right, I like to hear it. Well, thank you so much for your time, Parker. Congratulations and good luck on your 2026 season. Standing here today at Pana High with the head coach for the baseball program, Coach Militia. Coach, talk to me a little bit about the boys that you have here on your team for the 2026 season.
We got 6 seniors this year. They've been in the program since they were in 6th grade. So I've had them for 7 years or 8 years, whatever it is right now. And we talked about trusting the process. Starting out, it's going to be tough, but they stuck together, play a lot of baseball together, and just having fun and competing. I mean, if you look in some of the drills today, you just see them back there that's competing against each other, making each other better, and that's what's going to try to, make you win, do some more wins than you're used to. So
yeah, of course. When I was talking to some of the guys, they were telling me how one of their things that they're trying to do is almost recreate their 8th grade regional game. They want to be able to bring that back for their senior year. Talk to me. I know you were the coach for the junior high team, and you're also the coach for the high school team now, so you have the same group of boys. What are your opinions on that? Are you also trying to recreate that regional game?
I think if they wouldn't push each other to get a regional title, I think they would, not as be successful. Yeah. And I think the kids are pushing. Even the young classmen are like, hey, we need to do it for this group. We've been there before with the regional along with them, and I think that could be icing on the top.
Yeah, of course. Let me ask you this. As a coach, what are you trying to do to help these kids prepare themselves for the 2026 season?
We do a lot of fundamental work. I think being really critique on everybody's swing, everybody's ability to catch balls, to do different positions. I don't let things kind of slide, I guess I would say. Just kind of be, hard on them and say, hey, these are the expectations that they need to do to be successful. And each day we come out and we get better. And that's our motto this year is each day we got to get better than we were yesterday.
Of course. Let me ask you this. Is there anything from the 2025 season or an obstacle that you're trying to get over in the 2026 season?
I would say conference, that's always a goal as well, is to win conference. Back in 2021 is the last time we won it. That was our shortened season, but we had a really good team then. We went 17-5, and we won regionals that year, and also we won our first conference title ever. So that would be something big this year also to shoot for. At the beginning, that's throughout the season is your conference first, and then once we get in the postseason and that regional title is something to grab for.
Yeah, of course. Let's take a side away from just trying to get to the championships. Talk to me a little bit about the coaching staff that you have here at the baseball program, Pana High, helping you and supporting your team.
Right. Coach Henson is our JV coach. He's in it for his 2nd year. He played under me 5-6 years ago, however long that was, but he was a player of mine, and he was a guy that was there every day, busting his tail, no matter what it was, what we were trying to do. He was like the guy that you go to Coach Hinchen. And to bring him in this program was huge. I mean, he's a teacher here, and he's a football coach, and he just knows how to win and what it takes to do that. I got some volunteer coaches here. Coach Miller's back here for 3 or 4 years now. He's kind of our hitting guy. You see him on the tees a lot, and just kind of his baseball knowledge. He's 20, 25 years in the coaching staff. He was at Nokomis for a while. Coach Pastor is here. He has been here since I've been here, so he's been 10 plus years. He knows baseball. He will tell players what he's seeing, and the players respond to him very well. So, and then I got a couple other volunteers there. King Reed's here, helping me whenever I can, and he does whatever I need him to do.
Let me ask you this: is there a certain team that you're excited to go against with you and your boys in the 2026 season?
Well, last year we didn't get a chance to play Taylorville. That's kind of our rival. It's always a good game to kind of see where you're at with them. It's kind of a tough because that's in the middle of our conference season and our conference season. So really, we're kind of not throwing our best against them. They're not throwing their best against us. But it's just good to battle against that team. I would say even our first game of the year is against Greenville. They won conference 9-0 last year. That is a team to beat, and I think it would be kind of like, where do we need to go after that game? You know, are we where we want to be? I know it's early in the season, first game of the year. You don't want to be playing your best ball right now, but it'd be kind of like a good momentum builder for us in the program to say, hey, these guys were 26-5 last year. We're right there with them. We know we can be as good as them this year.
Yeah, of course. My final question to you, Coach, is that obviously we are inside right now. What is something that impacts, let me rephrase that, we are inside right now. What is one of the big impacts that the weather has in order for you and your boys to be able to practice and get prepared for your guys' season?
Each year is different. There's some years where we're outside first 5-6 days, and you get more reps, you get more live situations. Inside, you're kind of not seeing live arms. I mean, that is one of the huge thing is, well, you can throw a pitcher in the batting cage, but it really is not as similar as outside. So that's why we just talk about the fundamental stuff. If we're on top of those things and we go to the outside, we can kind of see the bigger picture. But it does, at the beginning, it does hurt us, but every team's in the same boat, I feel like. You know, you can't say, well, they're outside practicing. No, they're not because it rained an inch, you know, stuff like that. But I think we do what we can inside, and we talk. I just preach the fundamentals inside.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Coach. I appreciate it. Good luck on your 2026 season.